Hey everyone, and welcome back to BBX Learning Podcast. I'm Jack. Today, we have a topic that will be useful about how you learn English.
You're right, Jack. Lots of people spend years looking at grammar books, learning long lists of words, and doing boring exercises. But when they need to speak, they cannot.
Exactly. If you've been stuck learning English but not using it, this podcast is for you.
We'll share easy tips, real examples, and simple ways to help you stop thinking too much and start speaking English with confidence.
So, if you want to stop learning the old way and actually start speaking well, stay with us.
Let's begin.
Okay, Rosa, let's get straight to the point. Many English learners spend years reading grammar books, memorizing words, and watching lessons. But when it's time to speak, they freeze up. Why does that happen?
Good question, Jack. Just studying isn't enough. Reading and writing help, but speaking is very different. It's like trying to learn to swim by reading a book about it. You won't learn until you get in the water.
Exactly. I think many learners think that if they study hard, they will suddenly be able to speak fluently. But it doesn't work like that.
No, it doesn't. Fluency comes from using the language in real conversations, not just learning things. You can learn thousands of words, but if you don't practice speaking, you won't use them naturally.
So true. Let me give an example. Imagine two people learning guitar. One studies music theory and watches videos. The other just picks up the guitar and plays every day, even if they make mistakes. Who do you think will play better?
Obviously, the one who actually plays. It's the same with English. The more you speak, the better you get. You don't need to be perfect, just start.
Yes. So if you've studied English for years but still find speaking hard, don't worry. You just need to change your focus. Start practicing speaking every day instead of only studying.
And don't worry about mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. The more mistakes you make, the more you learn.
That's a great point, Rosa. Now that we know why studying alone isn't enough, let's talk about the fear of speaking and how to beat it.
Oh, Jack, I hear this so often. Many learners feel nervous or embarrassed when they try to speak English. They worry about grammar, pronunciation, or being misunderstood.
And you know what? That fear is normal. Learning a new language is stepping out of your comfort zone. But everyone makes mistakes when learning. Even native speakers make mistakes sometimes.
That's so true. The problem is many learners think they must be perfect before speaking. But the goal isn't perfection, it's communication. If people understand you, even with mistakes, that's what matters.
Exactly. Here's something for everyone listening. Think about a time you met someone speaking your language imperfectly. Did you laugh, or did you appreciate their effort?
Most people appreciate the effort. Nobody expects perfection. So, the first step to beating fear is accepting mistakes are normal. Instead of, what if I make a mistake? Think, every mistake helps me get better.
I like that way of thinking. Another way to beat fear is to start small. You don't need to give a long speech right away. Start with simple sentences. Talk to yourself in English, practice with a friend, or speak to a mirror.
Yes. And one method I like is shadowing. Listen to a native speaker and repeat exactly what they say. It helps you speak without overthinking.
That's a great tip, Rosa. So, to our listeners, don't let fear stop you. The more you practice speaking, the more confident you'll feel.
Definitely. Now that we've talked about fear, let's discuss how to start speaking from the very first day.
All right, Rosa. We've talked about overcoming fear. Now, how can learners start speaking English right from day one?
Good question, Jack. Many think they need to know enough before speaking, but you should start from day one, no matter how little you know.
That's right. The best way is to use the words you already know instead of waiting to learn more.
Exactly. Let's give some simple ways to start speaking now. First, talk to yourself in English. Describe what you're doing or how you feel.
Yes. For example, if making coffee, say, I am making coffee. The water is boiling. Now I will add sugar. It helps you practice forming sentences.
Another good way is shadowing. Listen to a native speaker and repeat what they say right away.
Great tip! You can do this with podcasts or movies. Pick a short sentence, listen, pause, and repeat. It helps pronunciation and flow.
Absolutely. And use simple English. Don't try complex sentences at first. Just communicate clearly.
Yes, instead of, I would like to express my gratitude for this wonderful meal, just say, thank you for the food. Keep it simple.
Good example. And finally, talk to real people soon. Join an online group, find a language partner, or talk to people in places like tourist areas.
Yes, there are many ways to practice speaking today. No excuses. The important thing is to start small and do it regularly.
Exactly. So, if you're listening, promise yourself you'll say something in English today, even just a few words.
That's the way. Speaking daily is key, but how can learners stay consistent? Let's talk about daily conversations.
Good question, Jack. The best way to improve speaking is daily conversation. Speaking only sometimes doesn't help much, but making it a daily habit brings big improvements.
So true. And you don't need hours. Even 5 to 10 minutes a day helps a lot.
Exactly. And daily talks don't have to be with native speakers. Talk to a friend learning English, join an online group, or talk to yourself.
Yes. And speaking of online groups, many language exchange apps help learners find partners to practice English for free.
That's right. Apps like Tandem or Hello Talk, or even Facebook groups, have communities to find speaking partners. You learn from real talks, not just books.
Exactly. And don't forget voice messages. If you're shy about live talks, send voice messages to friends or partners. You can practice speaking with less pressure.
Great tip, Jack. Another idea. Set a daily speaking goal, like saying 5 sentences in English daily or having one short talk each day.
Yes, being consistent is important. If you speak every day, even a little, you'll improve faster than someone just studying grammar.
Absolutely. So listeners, challenge yourselves. Start speaking daily. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just do it.
That's the spirit. Speaking daily is great, but finding people to practice with is hard for many. Let's talk about that next.
Good point, Jack. Many want to practice but don't know where to start. Good news. There are many ways to find partners now.
Definitely. Let's start with the easiest. Friends and family. If someone near you speaks English or is learning, practice with them.
Yes. Even simple talks help build confidence. If you don't have anyone nearby, don't worry. Lots of online options exist.
That's right. Language exchange apps are great. Apps like Hello Talk or Tandem connect you with native speakers and learners wanting to practice.
Yes, many apps let you text, send voice messages, or video call.
Another good way is joining online communities. Facebook groups, Reddit forums, and Discord servers have thousands of learners looking for partners.
Great idea. If you like structured learning, join speaking clubs or classes on sites like Meetup or italki or at local schools.
Yes, many online places offer group talks or one-on-one sessions for practice.
And here's a tip. Be proactive. Don't wait for an invitation. Send a message, introduce yourself, and ask to practice together.
So important. Many learners are shy, but remember, most people in these groups want to practice too.
Exactly. So listeners, don't wait. Find a partner today, a friend, online buddy, or group. Just start speaking.
That's the way. Now, another big challenge: translating everything from their native language before speaking. Why is that a problem?
Good question, Jack. Translating in your head slows you down and makes speaking hard. Languages don't always match exactly, so sentences can sound unnatural.
Exactly. That's why it's important to train your brain to think in English, not translate.
Yes, and anyone can do it with practice. Let's share tips to start thinking in English.
Great idea. First, start with simple words. See a chair? Don't think the word in your language first. Just think chair.
Good tip. Another way is describing things around you in English. Walking outside, think the sky is blue, the sun is shining, I feel happy.
I love that. Make English part of daily life. Another tip: use an English-only dictionary. Understand meanings from English explanations, not translations.
Yes. And my favorite, speak your thoughts out loud. Even alone, say what you're thinking in English. It helps your brain form sentences naturally.
Fantastic idea. The key is practicing thinking in English daily. It might feel hard at first, but it gets easier.
Exactly. So listeners, start small, be consistent, and soon you'll think and speak English faster.
That's the goal. Now, let's talk about handling mistakes when speaking English.
Oh, this is big, Jack. Many learners feel embarrassed by mistakes and stay quiet. But mistakes are good.
That's right. Making mistakes means you're learning. Nobody speaks a new language perfectly right away.
Exactly. Even native speakers make mistakes sometimes. The important thing is to keep speaking and learn from mistakes.
Yes, and a great tip: change how you think. Instead of, oh no, a mistake, think, great, I learned something.
Powerful change. Another tip: listen to feedback openly. If corrected, don't feel bad. Feel grateful. You're improving.
Absolutely. And the best way to overcome the fear of mistakes is more practice. Speaking more builds more confidence.
Yes. So listeners, don't fear mistakes. Keep speaking, keep learning, and you'll improve faster than you think.
Wow, Rosa, we covered a lot today. Stop studying too much. Start speaking. Find partners. Think in English. And don't fear mistakes.
Yes. And listeners, remember, you don't need perfection to speak English. Just start.
That's right. Take action today. Find a partner. Practice thinking in English and speak every day. Even a few minutes helps.
And don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now. If you listen to this, say one sentence in English when we finish. That's your first step.
We believe in you. Keep practicing, stay confident, and enjoy learning English.
And if this podcast helped, please subscribe, like, and share. Let's help more people speak English confidently.
Yes. Thanks for joining us, and see you next time. Keep speaking, keep learning, and have fun.